neighborhood called in saying that you were taking photographs of her while she was out in her yard.
Taking photographs of her?
Yeah.
How would she know that? How would you know I was taking photographs of you?
Yeah, see your driver's license, proof of insurance, please.
Well, is it a crime to take photographs in a public area? It's not. It's not, actually.
Okay. It can be considered intrusive and disorderly conduct.
So is it intrusive and disorderly conduct? Is it or isn't it? Do you suspect me of having committed a crime? Am I in the commission of a crime? Yes or no? That's simple.
That's what I'm trying to determine.
Well, no, I'm not. So you've determined it now.
I don't have to take that for your word for that.
So are you telling me I am unable, as a free citizen of the United States of America, to sit in a public area, public space, with my phone on my mount, which is where I prefer it to be? Doesn't mean it's taking pictures. That's just where phones go, on the mounts. You're not supposed to hold your phone in Minnesota?
That actually doesn't.
Well, I'm just getting ahead of time. It's safer, isn't it?
You actually had your phone.
Hey, I have a question. What street is this? Is this Oak Street? Hey, is 6186 Oak Street 4 houses down?
Could be.
I'm not asking you.
It very easily could be.
It is, actually. I'll just confirm for everybody. It is, actually.
Okay. So, if you were going to 6186 Oak Street, why not sit
11 a.m.?
Before we even press play, let's get something clear. This isn't just a roadside interaction. What you're about to watch is a collision between citizen rights, police discretion, and emotional escalation, all unfolding in real time on camera. One neighbor's complaint turns into a full-blown constitutional debate, with accusations flying, tempers rising, and officers struggling to articulate exactly what law has allegedly been broken. We'll see how vague claims like suspicious activity get used, how quickly tone can shift on both sides, and why knowing and asserting your rights can either protect you or pour gasoline on the fire. Pay close attention to the language being used here. Words like detained, investigation, and suspicion aren't just casual phrases, they carry legal weight. And when those words are misused, the entire encounter starts to unravel. Stay with us, because this case has moments that are uncomfortable, revealing, and frankly, explosive. And by the end, you'll have to decide for yourself, was this lawful policing or a situation spiraling out of control?
No, I'm not going to sit right in front of their house. Because this is public space, so I can sit anywhere along this street I please. Any day of the week I please, any time of day I please.
And all I asked you was if you were lost.
And then you went and called the police on me after I said, no, I'm not lost. Thank you for your help.
Why I was nervous.
Thank you for your help. I know it's terrifying that there's a colored person in your neighborhood.
My husband's black, honey.
All right, well then why don't you go back into your home?
Okay.
Racist. Okay, racist.
All right.
I'm sorry, officer.
You might as well just go back in because
Yes, because there's no crime being committed. Have a nice day, racist. Can I help you?
Sure.
What can I help you with? Actually, am I being detained? Am I being detained? No, you may not. That's private information. I'm not going to share with a random person. Am I being detained? Am I being detained? You are a random person. You haven't even identified yourself as a police officer. Appalling. That's appalling. Am I being detained now for the 15th time on camera? Yes or no?
Yes.
I'm being detained. What am I being detained for?
Investigation into a suspicious activity. What's
the suspicious activity? Sitting in a public space with my phone on my mount?
I don't know.
It's all on camera. Do you understand that? I'm going to go to your department and send them the video.
Okay. What have I done wrong?
You're illegally detaining me. You clown. Are you kidding me? What a joke. Do you see my partner down here as well filming? You clown. You are a joke. Go get a real job. Go get a real job, you rude human. Get away from me.
What have I done that's rude?
You're illegally detaining me. You just stated it on camera.
Yes, I am detaining you
Lord,
during the investigation of a suspicious activity.
Notice how thin the foundation already is. A neighbor claims she was being photographed, yet there's no verification, no evidence, and no crime clearly articulated. In the legal world, that matters. Police can absolutely respond to a call, but responding doesn't automatically grant authority to detain or demand identification. The subject immediately challenges the premise, how would she know? That question isn't just rhetorical, it highlights the lack of probable cause. What's also happening here is a classic clash of perception versus legality. The neighbor felt uncomfortable, and discomfort often gets mislabeled as criminal behavior. But the law doesn't operate on vibes. Public spaces are public for a reason. You're allowed to be there. You're allowed to observe. You're even allowed to record, whether someone likes it or not. This moment sets the tone for everything that follows, a stop built more on assumption than statute, and that's a dangerous place for any investigation to begin.
That was reported
All right,
to my
well,
office.
is there a crime being committed? Has there been a crime committed?
I have not been able to
What are you
determine
going to do
that
to lead
because
up
you're
with
not
what are you going to
cooperating.
do to lead up with your investigation? What are you going to do?
That's why I'm trying to discuss this with you and determine what it is that you're doing in the area.
None of anybody's business, because this is public property that I pay taxes for.
Okay, so what you're saying is you're a resident of the city of North
I'm not
Beach?
saying anything to you. I don't need to answer your questions. I've committed no crimes. I am not in the commission
Then
of a crime,
I don't know
and
that you pay for
I don't
any of
believe
this road.
any. Okay, all right.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Well, you're wasting your time.
The only person that's been rude has been you.
Great. I'm being harassed by 2 random people for sitting in a public place in my own state.
Okay. So, I'm not a random person.
You are to me.
Okay. And you're
You're not a
random
cop
person to me.
until I've committed a crime. Otherwise, you have no business talking to me, questioning
And I
me,
have no-
illegally detaining me on camera. Bet you regret that.
No, actually I don't.
Okay.
That's why I have not told you to shut off your camera, because I have done nothing
You cannot
wrong.
tell me to shut off my camera.
Exactly.
Why would you even bring up the fact that you haven't told me? Because you can't in the
Because
first place.
you brought it up
Whether
in the
I'm
first
committing
place,
a crime or
moron.
not, you cannot tell me to turn off my camera.
Exactly, I can't.
Is your camera on?
Yes.
Is it?
Unfortunately, I don't have my mic on me, but my camera is on.
What a joke. Good Lord.
Because I never expected any
Well, I
kind of
have
issue.
a 11 o'clock appointment, so you have 8 minutes to do this, and then I'm going to my appointment because I am not detained unless you have a legitimate, lawful reason to detain me.
And I tried explaining that to you.
Okay, well,
that my
where's the
legitimate
investigation at? Where's the investigation
I'm
at?
still trying to determine if what you're claiming is...
Slide sideways. The officer introduces the idea of intrusive or disorderly conduct, but notice how uncertain it sounds, because those labels require specific behavior, not just someone existing with a phone. Disorderly conduct isn't a catch-all phrase officers can use when something feels awkward. It has elements that must be met, and simply sitting in public doesn't magically qualify. The subject presses for clarity. Am I suspected of a crime, yes or no? And that's a pivotal moment. Lawful detentions hinge on reasonable, articulable suspicion. If the officer can't articulate it, the detention starts to look unlawful. This back and forth isn't just argumentative, it's exposing a lack of legal grounding. And when authority can't explain itself clearly, frustration grows on both sides, fast.
correct, or what she's claiming
Doesn't
is
really
correct.
matter. I can
Yeah, it
take
does.
pictures of anybody's house from the public spot. You can't trespass my eyes, and you cannot stop me from taking any pictures of anything from a public spot.
That's correct.
So why are we here talking?
Because the reason this has gone on so long is because you won't cooperate.
I don't need
And-
to cooperate.
Okay.
I don't need to. I would need to if I'd committed a crime, correct?
Or if I knew that you
Or
had
if
committed
I
a
am,
crime, you would already
am I
be
being
pulled out.
suspected of committing a crime? Am I being, that's a yes or no. Am I being suspected of committing a crime? Do you suspect me of committing a crime?
At this time, no.
Okay, then have a
Except-
nice day. Kick rocks. You're dismissed.
Other than I'm smelling an odor coming from your car.
Oh, here we go. Go get your
That-
puppy then, clown. You can be embarrassed for another 30 minutes on camera. This is going on YouTube. This is going on Facebook. What's your
Okay.
name and badge number?
Officer David Jansen, badge 518.
Thank you 40 minutes later. Thank you for identifying yourself,
It
Officer
hasn't been 40
Jansen.
minutes.
13 minutes, exactly. Thank
Okay.
you for identifying
Quite
yourself.
the difference between 13
All right.
and 40.
Thanks for the correction. Thank you for
So
identifying
I'm willing
yourself
to identify
13 minutes
myself.
later.
Why
I
are
don't
you
need
not?
to. I'm a private citizen.
So am
You
I.
are required to, actually. Don't get that twisted, buddy. You're a police officer.
Well, you said I was a random person.
I can say whatever I want. I'm
Okay.
a private citizen.
All right.
Are you going to go get your puppy, or are we going to waste
No.
more tax dollars
No,
on
I'm not.
camera?
I am not getting my puppy.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Okay?
So why are you still here, then?
Because
What are you looking at
I'm
in my
trying to answer all
car?
your
Look at
questions.
this crazy Random person looking in my car.
I've already identified myself. You already said I'm a police officer. I'm no longer a random person.
I'm talking to the camera. Thank you.
So now, well, you've said it on camera that I'm not a random
point, and it's impossible to ignore. The interaction shifts from legal debate to raw human tension. Accusations of racism are thrown out, and whether you agree with the characterization or not, it underscores a larger reality. Historical mistrust amplifies every moment like this. What might have been a short, forgettable encounter now becomes charged with identity, fear, and anger. Emotion doesn't invalidate rights, but it can absolutely derail communication. Once insults enter the conversation, professionalism collapses on both sides. This is where many encounters go from fixable to explosive. And it's also where cameras become critical, because perception alone won't tell the full story later.
What crime have I committed?
It's an infraction.
Okay. What's the infraction?
Just give me your name.
What's the infraction?
Just the vehicle.
Get your
violation.
supervisor.
I will.
Get your supervisor.
Okay. In a second. What's your name?
I don't answer questions.
You just have to ID yourself. That's it.
No, I don't. Fourth Amendment.
Okay.
What's your as? Reasonable articulate suspicion that I have, am, or about to commit a crime,
It's just an infraction.
which isn't a crime. So I don't have to surrender my rights. My person is my property. My ID is my property. I don't have to surrender. I don't answer questions.
I'm not
Fifth
asking
Amendment.
you to surrender. Stop moving.
You're the one creeping up behind me. I don't.
Most important questions a citizen can ask, and one of the most revealing moments for an officer. Am I being detained? Isn't defiance, it's a legal checkpoint. Once the officer answers yes, the burden shifts entirely onto law enforcement to justify that detention. And listen closely, the justification given here is vague. Suspicious activity. Suspicion without articulation is legally fragile. Officers must be able to explain what behavior, why it's suspicious, and how it connects to a crime. Without that, a detention risks becoming unconstitutional. This moment is pivotal because it locks both parties into positions they can't easily back out of, and everything from here on is being built on that.
Questions without an attorney.
Get him there in a second.
Then quit asking me questions without an attorney.
What is your name?
Quit asking me questions without an attorney.
You got warrants or something?
I refuse to answer questions pursuant to my Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution.
I'm not asking you interrogative questions right now, dude.
I don't care. You're asking me questions. You haven't articulated the crime that I've committed,
What's your name?
so I don't have to answer no questions. My name is my property, and pursuant to the Fourth Amendment, unless you could articulate any crimes that I have, am, or about to commit, I don't have to surrender that.
What are you so upset about?
Get your supervisor.
Okay, I'll do that once you...
Because you're harassing me. That's why I'm upset.
I'm not harassing you.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. You pull on the street, you don't have a license plate on there.
Don't need a license plate. It's electric.
Okay, you didn't signal.
Yes, I did. I put my hand to the side.
You did not do that.
Just because you didn't see it doesn't mean I didn't do it. You were behind another car.
I wasn't.
You were the second one in line right there.
Listen, we're
Because you do understand, I'm going to get your body cam and your dash cam, and it's going to show you're behind another vehicle.
fine. What's your name?
I don't answer questions.
What's your last name?
If you want to ask me questions, provide me with an attorney, please.
You're not being interrogated for anything right now.
You're asking me questions. That's an interrogation.
Your name.
Provide me with an attorney.
What's your name?
I have the right to remain silent.
You just have to ID yourself.
I don't have to ID myself, absent a crime. Fourth Amendment. I went to law school, buddy. I went to law school.
It's an infraction.
Which is not a crime, you dumbass.
It is.
No, it's...
One justification collapses, another suddenly appears. The claim of an odor has become one of the most controversial tools in policing because it's subjective, unverifiable in the moment, and incredibly convenient. Notice how the subject immediately calls it out because from his perspective, this feels like a fishing expedition. Legally, officers can investigate odors, but context matters. Introducing a new suspicion after previously stating no crime was suspected raises serious questions. Was this genuinely observed, or was it an attempt to salvage authority? Moments like this are exactly why courts scrutinize timelines and statements so closely.